Hey everybody, so it is currently, let me check my phone, 3:15 in the morning. Starting this like a vlog, it's not a vlog. I just decided to throw my camera onto my desk and just put a couple of lights on, just so I can, you know, have some light on my face while I do this video. I'm tired. You can probably tell my eyes are red. I have no idea why I'm doing this video right now, but I feel like I have to. Not because it's like a super important, you know, subject that I want to discuss. I mean, to me, it's a little bit important, and I think to this whole community it's important. And even though I have my issues with this community, I still love this community, you know? It's like a bad little brother that I side-eye sometimes. I was one of the first people in here. I know people are like, oh, we get it, you're one of the first people, but like, why can't I just like say that? That's a good thing. That's a cool thing, you know? To be one of the first people that was on BookTube and to still be here. Yeah, my channel may not be popping the fuck off and I might not be up there with 100,000 subscribers, but I'm still here. Still genuine as hell. So, but you know, stop getting sassy for a second. I wanted to talk about something that I've been seeing on BookTube for a while, and it's this. Well, it's a lot of things, but the main thing to me are complaints that a lot of viewers are giving to BookTubers. Complaints. More like bitching, but complaints about their channel quality and their creativity, questioning their creativity, and basically calling people boring. And it's just something that I don't understand. Like, and I've been seeing a lot of people saying I'm trying to make my channel more creative, which I get, because I've been trying to do that lately. But to a certain extent, I think is fine, but if you're trying to, like, you're putting too much work into it, you're not being genuine about it, it's probably not going to work out for you. And that's what I have found over the years, that it just doesn't work when you try too hard. And I've done that a couple of times, I'm not going to lie. But what bothers me is people, you know, making booktubers feel bad about themselves as creators, and that just really bothers me, and just it irritates the hell out of me, because I've been doing this for like around 7 years, and have I let things like that get to me? Of course I have. I'm human, you know, whatever. But what bothers me is that people are listening to these complaints or criticism, and even other booktubers are sort of putting this pressure onto other booktubers. And as a booktuber, you should not be doing that. You should not be doing that. This is a community. I think people forget sometimes, is that this is a community of book lovers. I don't get what anybody else would want from that. I don't know, like, I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, what more do you want from someone who has a channel where they talk about books? Like, they want them to do all of these crazy things in order to be like, it's like a performing monkey, if that makes any sense. It's like, you do this because we're watching you and we control everything. Last I checked, for me, I started my channel because I wanted to. Yes, I love input from my viewers, and you know, I appreciate it from time to time, but when you're trying to tell someone what to do with their channel, that's a line that you should never cross, and I don't let anybody cross that anymore. Because I've had complaints like that before, and I see them online and on Twitter, and I'm just, it's really, it's annoying. It is. And I see a lot of other booktubers will post about it on Twitter, and they'll be like, you know, I know my channel's not doing that well right now, I know my creativity is like kind of lacking, and my originality is like, you know, this or that. Like, listen to me. You yourself right now, in this instant, as you're watching this video, you're original. You're one of a kind. even if you read like some of the same books that other people read, you're still original, you're still one of a kind. And a lot of people have been questioning themselves with that lately, and it's sad to see, because I'm like, damn it, like, that's not what this was really supposed to be. Like, when I started in the booktube community, people were like reading books and talking about them and doing little book reviews and book hauls from time to time, and it was really just like cozy and, you know, chill, right? Fast forward to now, people are like trying to do all these crazy things, or trying to, and I've done them too, like try to put little twists on your videos, which is fine. But like when you go overboard with it, it's not genuine anymore, and you're gonna tire yourself out, and then you might quit. You might decide that your channel's not going anywhere, and the thing is that your channel doesn't have to go anywhere unless you're on here to make money and to like become something huge. You shouldn't have to worry about whether your channel is going to be big in, you know, a few years, a year, or whether you're going to make that subscription mark high point by the end of the year, by the end of the month. And, you know, those are little goals that are nice to have and stuff like that. But like when you put too much into it, things will happen. And I know this because if you've been watching my channel, you know that I took a break a couple of months ago, and I was letting a lot of things get to me, and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself as a creator and as a person, and that is not something that I don't think anybody should do. We can't help it sometimes, but I just don't think it's something that everybody should do. And it just bothers me to see people struggle like that, and then knowing that, like, I'm not perfect, I'll struggle with it, but knowing that I know what I know right now, and I have this little bit of advice, and, you know, what I'm saying right now, maybe this right now will help someone who is, you know, stuck, or whatever. And it's just, I don't know, it bothers me. Like, there's a lot of booktubers who, and they know who they are, who will bitch about someone's creativity. They're not creative enough. They're doing the same shit everybody else is doing. They're not original. They don't read good books. They read YA, they read middle grade, they don't read literature, and, you know, all these, like, you know, books that these people like to read. And people like to put down others for stuff like that, and I'm like, not in this community. Like, I don't think so. Like, as long as I'm around, no. Like, as much as I can, I will not let that happen, because no fucking way. Because that shit wasn't happening when we first started. Like, nobody was running around booktube going, oh, you read YA? I don't think so. Have you read Moby Dick? You know, oh, you haven't read Moby Dick? Oh my god, then you're just a insufferable human being, and you don't deserve to exist in our community. And it's like, and then these people are gonna watch, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, you're getting dramatic. But like, think about it. The way that you handle that, and the way that you put that out onto other people, it's not nice. And you know, you can say that you're being shady. Everybody's shady. But like, I mean, do you have to do that all the time? And, you know, whatever. These people will probably go on Twitter and talk about it and subtweet me or whatever. Fine. I don't give a shit. And this is not meant to start anything in the community. It is actually meant to start a discussion, because I think this is something that people need to, you know, talk about. And maybe this will be a little bit of a gateway for that. But other than that, this is not meant to, you know, be... I don't see what you could take from this that would start drama. Like, I'm trying to be as careful as I can at 2 o'clock in the morning with my words. This is not a negative video. You know, I can be a shady little bitch sometimes and stuff like that. You guys know this. But like, I still love this community, and I still want it to thrive as much as, you know, it can. And when I see this struggle that people are having, see people saying that I'm just gonna leave booktube because, you know, I'm just not where I want to be. And that's where I was a couple of months ago. And, you know, though I'm not 100% there, you know, mentally, you know, fantastic, I still sometimes feel, you know, my channel's not where I would like it to be, but then I have to tell myself, as long as you're having fun, you're okay. Like, this isn't a game, this isn't a race, this isn't a competition, this isn't, I don't know, like, it's not something that, I don't know, it's not a job, you know. For some people it is, you know, fine, whatever. But and for those people especially, like the bigger booktubers, like, can you just imagine the pressure, you know? I think it's every single creator that goes through this from time to time. So this goes out to everybody, but this mostly goes out to people who are questioning their worth in this community, or questioning their creativity and their originality in this community. Don't question those things, or if you do, just don't let it go that far, you know? Don't let it get to the point where you quit YouTube, or you go into this really dark place that is going to be really hard for you to get out of, because I know that. That would be my advice, is to not let it get to that point, you know, because we're just people and shit happens, and this goes out with anybody, like anybody in any community right now. It just bothers me that people feel the need that, you know, it's like, oh well, people say what they're gonna say and people have criticisms. Okay, but like, why that? You know? You don't like somebody's channel, you don't like somebody's channel. But why would you want to do that to someone? Why would you want to say something like that to somebody? It's bothersome. It's really, really bothersome. And just like the freeway by my house. I just want you guys to know that you're awesome, you're original, you're creative, anybody can be creative, and you can do whatever you want to do on YouTube. Do not feel like you have any limitations, creativity wise, even just, you know, being yourself, you know. You don't have to have all these cameras, all these lights, all this equipment, my words are going, I need to go to sleep. You don't need to have all that, you know. Get your phone out and, you know, make videos and just talk about books. And this community is huge. There are so many people in this community, but there is room for every single person to join. You may feel like, oh well, someone else is already doing this, I don't need to be here. No, you need to be here, because someone will find you and someone will like you. You're not making friends. Put yourself out there a little bit more. And if you're very like introvert type person like I am. It's really difficult for yourself, you know, for you to put yourself out there. And I get that. But like, you know, you got to take baby steps in order to create friendships, and also to create an audience, an engagement, you know, something for people to watch, you know. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense, and I hope anybody who's watching this that is a part of BookTube or any other community understands where I'm coming from. Maybe my words are jumbled in places, but this is in no way meant to attack anybody, or I don't know, maybe I'm calling out people to an extent, because it's like, it's really childish, and it's like, you know, I mean, right now, I get people who complain that I read too much middle grade. Like, when are you gonna read something else? Are you a 30-year-old man reading middle grade books? Yeah. And I've never ever felt bad about myself. You read what you want to read, you do the videos, the type of videos you want to do. I've been really enjoying, you know, branching out and doing vlogs and you know, just having fun. I may not read it all the time in them, or I may not talk about books every single time in all of them. I know I've been getting criticisms about, oh, why are you doing makeup in a reading vlog? It's like, bitch, let me do what I want to do, okay? And yeah, so I think that's it. Enjoy your time on BookTube. If you're new to the community, I've been seeing so many people joining. There's welcome. Have a good time. Do not be scared of anything. This community can be, you know, a mess sometimes. It can show its ass, you know, at instances. I'll put my pride aside for as many problems as I've had with this community, and will still say that this community is still an amazing community. Again, let me just say, don't don't beat yourself up about your channel. Don't question your originality or creativity. We all get stuck sometimes. We all procrastinate, and we all, you know, get in these moments where we're like, oh, we don't know what to do, you know. Don't let it get too intense. That's it. If you can help it, don't let it get too intense. Take breaks, you know. They work. I took mine and it helped me a lot. I have no idea what would have happened if I wouldn't have took my break. I've been reading when I want to, because that's also a pressure that people put on others, is like, you're not reading enough, and you're not reading this many books as you said you were, and you had 5 books in your TBR but you only read 1, and it's like, I don't know, like, I want to know what you've been reading, bitch, because I mean, you got all this shit to say, and like, what? Do you got a channel? Okay, I need to go to bed because I'm just... Alright. Share this. Share this, okay? This shit needs to be shared because it's gonna help somebody. And this community needs that right now. So, yeah. Alright. Bye.